Greetings folks, in this video I'll be talking about the Runcam 3S, which is a new HD recording and FPV camera from Runcam, replacing the discontinued Runcam 3. I didn't have a Runcam 3, but I did have the Runcam 2 Split, which I believe is just the internals of the Runcam 3. I really like the Runcam 2 Split, nice quality HD recording and the opportunity to use it for FPV as well. So now we have the Runcam 3S back in the cube form. I've never used a cube form camera, the GoPro Session, which has been discontinued, and the previous Runcam 3S. They're really designed for use on race quads, I think, or freestyle quads. Not my area at all. It doesn't make a lot of sense to pop something like this on top of a wing or a plane. Much better to use the sort of flat form cameras like this Runcam 2, which is an excellent camera. However, something like the Sonic AR wing, it actually fits in the nose beautifully. I've just carved out that little nose piece there, and this just squashes in there like that. I've made it a nice tight fit, and the magnets hold on the front there, and I'll show you some footage that I've taken with this setup a little bit later on, but let's have a closer look at the camera first. So looking at the camera itself, it feels really nice, nicely protected, sort of a rugged little setup. It's got sort of a toughened glass front cover with the screw plate, so you can actually take that off to get to the insides of the camera, which was the problem with the Runcam 3, I believe. Power and shutter button on the top there, and we also get three little battery indicators as well. On the back we have the Wi-Fi button there and mode button, and the micro USB connector. And now this also has a removable battery, which is fantastic. Just take the door off and you can pull the battery off. I believe it's the same battery used in the Runcam 2S, so that is awesome. And we have the little micro SD card slot in there as well, so that's nicely protected in behind the door. Now let's look at the operation. It's a push and hold to start the camera up. Give 3 beeps. Battery indicator here. You can see I'm very low on battery because it's flashing. It might even turn itself off. On the front we get the red LED to indicate it's in video mode. And you just push the button to start recording. And we should get, and it just turned itself off. Alright, let's swap to the other battery. So I've actually just swapped to the Runcam 2 battery, and that was nicely fully charged. So yes, they are totally compatible, same battery. That's brilliant. Push to start recording video, and we get the flashing red light. And push and hold the Wi-Fi button to change mode. So now green LED, we're in photo mode. Take a photo. Push and hold the Wi-Fi button again. And we change to orange, which is the setup mode, so the menu will show up in the on-screen display. I'll show you that a little bit later on. Push and hold the Wi-Fi button again, and we're back to red. So it's a short push of the Wi-Fi button to actually turn Wi-Fi on, and we'll get the flashing purple light. And you can see there I've opened up the Runcam app, and we actually have the live image on the screen, which is just frozen. Oh, there we go again. So we can start and stop video using the app. Telling me the battery's low. You can also change all the settings. You can change the modes down here, change to photo mode, video mode, it's taking a little bit of time, time lapse, all that sort of stuff. We have more settings up the top here. You can turn wide dynamic range on and off. I'll try it with it. I have some footage with wide dynamic range on, and it is very, very wide dynamic range, a little bit too much for me actually. So next time I'll try it with the wide dynamic range off. All the other parameters you can change here. Volume of the audio. Audio is very good. I think I'll turn the audio recording on. And you can see all the normal stuff you'll find on the app. All good stuff. Also in the box we get a manual, which is pretty nice, and some accessories as well. We get some Velcro straps to tie the camera down, micro USB cable for charging and data transfer, and we get the video out cable. Right, I've plugged the video out cable in to a video transmitter, and I have my video screen, so I just need to turn the camera on now. And we get the Runcam splash screen, and that's very cool. There we go. Push the mode button, it's photo mode. Push it again. On screen display, here we go. Okay, so to enter, it's push the Wi-Fi button, and we can choose the resolution. 1080, 60, 50, 30 and 720, 60, that's all cool. Do loop recording, sorry about the rain. Turn auto record on and off. Wide dynamic range. I'm going to keep it off for the moment. And the image can change the saturation, contrast, exposure and image flip. That's excellent. I think I'd like to increase the contrast a little bit. Format the, I guess that's format the micro SD card. There we go, it tells you what all the micro SD card information. General, TV mode, frequency, date stamp and volume, what TV, feedback beep, auto power up, power saving and system information. Reset and language. Alright, let's talk about image quality. Here is some video with wide dynamic range on, and the image quality is a bit disappointing really. Reminds me of about a $50 action cam with a cheap lens, bad fisheye distortion, and lots of chromatic or lots of purple fringing up in the corners, unfortunately. This is with wide dynamic range off, seeing if it would sort of improve the look at all. Contrast is better, but of course the sky blows out, and we're getting a fair bit of lens flare off the flat lens cover. But it's not super sharp, and the purple fringing is really annoying. Still images are terrible, really low quality. You're better to just take a still from the video like this shot here. Looks much better than the still images. But it actually did a very good job, I thought, on the nose of my flying wing in this situation. Bright overcast sky and dark black rocks. Good test of the wide dynamic range, and it actually did a very good job. And where there's not a lot of vertical detail and sort of fine detail in the corners, the fisheye distortion and the purple fringing doesn't matter so much. And for this sort of thing, it actually looked quite nice. It is very wide dynamic range and low contrast, low saturation, but that's great for post-processing. You can sort of increase the contrast as much as you want. You could even increase the sharpness in something like Final Cut Pro, and you'd end up with a pretty nice image, I think. But for this situation, zooming around wide open scenery with not too much detail, it actually looks good. And there you can see sort of detail in the dark and the lightest areas of the image, which is the wide dynamic range doing its job. I guess the extreme fisheye view is an attempt to do super view, but without sort of changing the magnification out to the sides or squishing the 4:3 image into a 16:9, which I don't like much anyway. So there we go, that's the Runcam 3S. It's an interesting idea. I kind of like it. I can see its uses, but I think the next version needs to have better quality lens, maybe even higher resolution, a bit better sharpness would be great, and then it would be a great product. Thanks for watching.